And we're back with Ben 10 Ultimate Alien, this time Season 2, Episode 6. Yes, and last episode we had the introduction of Sonny, Antonio, and the return of Verdona. And yeah, we basically had an evil Gwen versus evil Gwen kind of episode. Kind of. And we totally didn't address the whole killer robots from Dimension 12 thing, so yeah. But I think that's all we've got to say, so let's just get into Season 2, Episode 6 of Ben 10 Ultimate Alien, starting right now. Okay, that's creepy as fuck.
What do you want? This isn't about the microchips.
Am I supposed to remember this one?
Alice, please. I never want to hurt Elena.
We didn't say you wanted.
Oh yes! This is from Alien Swarm. Fucking hell. Stop! Yeah. The Nanomax.
Victor Validus was cured a long time ago.
And those alien microchips that were controlling him all got flushed when you killed the queen in her hive. Yeah? And what's this?
Oh. Kind of a... Oh. Why are you breaking breaking them up?
6255 Pleasant Hills Road.
What's that?
A cemetery.
You mean he's...
Was a big shock. 1 minute fine, next minute gone. Anyone can die. Anytime. Even you, smart guy.
That's a threat.
We've got another stop to make.
Elena.
You just want to see her again. Hey, Elena and I were just friends, that's all.
Ben Tennyson!
Just friends.
Elena?
Come in. Let me show you around.
I wonder if that's the same actress from the film. She's got the bike.
Wait! Don't! Force field. My fail-safe device. None of the chips can ever leave that compartment.
Yeah? How do you explain this? You know more about these things than anyone else in the world.
Ben, I'd like to help, but what I'm doing here, it's just too important. Maybe you could help me.
No, that's not how it works.
He doesn't have time to be a lab rat. Right, Ben? Ben?
Oh, right. Right.
You get way too distracted. You've got a girlfriend, bro. This is twice you've been distracted this season. Just this season by a girl.
Once they start to care about her, poof, she's gone. I've seen the type before, lots of times.
Don't
I
elaborate.
mean, I've heard about them.
Don't elaborate.
From friends.
What are you... How are you... Oh! That's your real girlfriend.
What is a problem exactly? The keys?
Yeah, microchips. I'll show you. Kevin has it. Feels like I'm always running off somewhere, doesn't it?
It's starting to.
Can we get together tomorrow night? For sure?
I'd like that.
Yeah, the whole ditching your girlfriend thing is getting... Oh! Totally jumping into this. You could do with...
To fight us, but not you, Ben.
Don't go grave digging.
If any of your aliens are good at digging, now would be the time.
There is someone down there. And it's Victor Validus. I could have told you that.
Elena?
Why these new chips would take the form of her father? Habit. They know it from when they attacked us before.
But what do they want? They want to kill me.
And me.
But not me.
How so?
It ran from me twice.
Maybe it was afraid of all those aliens you have on your wrist.
Then why wouldn't it have been afraid of me? Or Kevin? We're not exactly powerless, you know.
I'm supposed to see Julie later. Although we probably need to find a restaurant that doesn't have a hole in it. Suit yourself.
Did you see the face Elena made when Ben mentioned you?
That's just the way girls are. You gotta take advantage, play one against the other.
Stop talking!
That's what my friends say.
Stop talking!
Friends.
The ones I don't see anymore? I wanna know who you really are.
Kevin?
He knows what I'm talking about, don't you?
I do not. You're crazy.
Oh yeah? Then what about this?
It's just a wig.
Ben?
Oh! Okay.
Anybody seen Julie? She just went around back. Thanks.
How do you know it? Okay, I mean, people will know Julie as his girlfriend, but... Ooh. Not happy.
What's the matter?
I found another chip.
This isn't one of mine either.
Prove it. I want to compare it to one of yours.
Right around the...
They're the same, aren't they?
Yes.
You've learned to control the chips. And you've been trying to get rid of anyone who stood between you and me. That's why they tried to kill Gwen and Kevin but wouldn't fight me.
I'm sorry. I was selfish. Didn't want to stop my work to go look for them. You know how much this means to me and to the world. But go away now. With what I've learned these last few months, it shouldn't take long to find them and deactivate them.
I don't know whether to believe her or not. It's the same with the fucking film. I don't know whether to trust her.
Then how do you explain this?
It's a fucking wig.
Hiding. When hair start to fall out, that's how I explain. Maybe you'll need one someday too.
Kevin, why do you think Elena's crazy?
Where she talk? Saying we or us. When it just her. Who she think she is? Queen of England?
No, not the Queen of England. The Nanite Queen.
I thought the queen was dead.
Long live the Queen.
Okay. Bro!
We said don't.
It was you.
Us, Ben, us. Some of the chips hid in me so that the ones inside my father could be sacrificed. We built a false queen to mislead you.
And I bought it.
You could fulfill your deepest desires too. You like your car? Wouldn't you like a few more?
Oh.
Or something else?
Kevin would.
Make him go away, Elena.
I can't. The chips want what I want, and I can't stop wanting.
Oh. Okay. How did she bash that door like that?
From now on, you can call me Sherlock Leslie.
Ugh. Go Nano Mac.
Is this what you want?
It must be.
No. Whatever's left of Elena couldn't want this. You never really cared about Ben.
We did. I did.
Isn't there some part of you left? The
Aye.
real you. Elena, don't!
Oh. Oh my god.
The nanites got her a long time ago.
You're wrong. There was enough of my friend left to save my life. Bye, Elena.
Oh, Elena. Tia texted her. Let's see if she was the voice actress who played Elena in the film. Apologies if you already know this, but I don't. Alyssa Diaz was the one from that one. Right. Well, that was a very interesting episode. Like, at first, when I saw the guy and the whole tentacles thing, I didn't recognise him because it's been a long time since I've seen Alien Swarm, so I didn't recognise the name. But when they said Elena, I was like, oh, I remember. So yeah, a follow-on from Alien Swarm, the movie. I was beginning to think that film didn't really have any connection to the rest of Ben 10. Like, I was wondering, like, why was that film made? I guess it was made out of canon, but no, that film is fully canon. Especially with the we kind of got that with the introduction of Ben's car, which was the same one from Alien Swarm, and now this, which was a follow-on. They killed the dad who was being controlled off screen a few years ago, but I've got to say, the daughter didn't look exactly like she did. Like, when I first saw her, I didn't expect her to be Elena, because she looks like she could be Ben's mum. Like, she looked older than Ben by far. Like, she's supposed to be the same age as them, I think. So but I guess she's just a prodigy when it comes to science stuff. But yeah, once again, just like with Alien Swarm, I remember it was a case of, can we trust this girl? Because there was a lot of back and forth whether we could or couldn't trust her. And it was the same with this one as well. So right up until the end, right up until the end, when the janitor was saying, like, she's always talking like we, as if she's talking to someone else. As soon as he said that, I was like, oh, it's Elena. But I'm impressed that they managed to keep that out of my head. Like, maybe I'm just stupid, but I'm impressed that I didn't actually piece it together until then. They kept it a mystery. Like, it didn't become a thing where, like, Gwen and Kevin were saying, like, she's the monster, whereas Ben was, like, denying it. It was, like, all of us were pretty much clueless. Like, all the characters were pretty much clueless up until the point when she revealed herself. Ooh, yeah. And it was a full-on sequel as well. It kind of lowers the value of the film Alien Swarm, because it was revealed they made a false queen that Ben destroyed in that movie. So when you watch that movie back, you're going to think, like, oh, it's not the real queen they're beating, they're just hiding inside Elena until they can come back. But I'm very impressed that they actually decided to make a follow-up to that film. I'm impressed. Like, they didn't have to do that. And then Elena sacrificed herself. Like, that's a big thing. Like, that character that we got introduced to in the film and then brought back for this episode just died in a heroic sacrifice to save Ben. Like, I like the fact that she was so powerful that the only way to stop her was for her to sacrifice herself because of how much she cared about Ben. Also, I do not know how Julie puts up with Ben. Like, it's not that sometimes he can be a dick, but this episode, like, she literally got kidnapped just for being his girlfriend, and then before he was, like, running away from her. Well, he wasn't running away from her, he was running off. As soon as she came to the house and we saw her, he was running off to do something else. And then when she went to go on the date with him, she got kidnapped. So I do not know how she puts up with him. Like, I'm very nervous about that relationship, because I don't want them to break up. I think they're good for each other. I like Julie as a character. And God bless her for having as much patience as she does. Ugh. Wow. You know what? Ranking-wise, this one will go above episode 2. I think it goes above episode 5. It goes above episode 1. Goes above episode 4. And above episode 3. This was the best episode of the season so far, just because I totally did not expect them to do a follow-on from that movie. And once again, and they've set it up so that villain can return again. Like, could we see Elena again? I think, or is Elena fully finished, but but the Swan Queen could come back? I think it was a bit of a missed opportunity not to have Nanomac in this episode, but could we be looking at our seasonal villain? Could we be looking at our villain for the end of the season right here? Because that's a good villain to have, I think. Best episode of the season. That was amazing. That is all we've got for this episode of Ben 10 Ultimate Alien. Until next time, we are over and out. Bye!